loves crumb cake? I love crumb cake. And especially when it comes to us from Hahn's Bakery, using their tried and true family recipe with only the best simple ingredients. This is that old world style crumb cake, and we have the beautiful hands of Stacy Stauffer, our meal master extraordinaire here, showing us the crumb cakes. So we're offering a set of 4 of the 5-inch German butter crumb cakes, and you'll have a choice of flavors. So starting here at the top, this is how it breaks down. We have the traditional, is that the, no, that's the caramel apple at the top. In the center here is the cinnamon. We have the chocolate, and then finally the raspberry. And each one of these is individually wrapped. So once again, they're ready to go, and when you're ready to go. But talk to us first, if you could, about Hahn's Bakery.
Hahn's Bakery, yes, absolutely. A family business started back in the early 2000s, selling outside of farmer market stands in the Chicago area. Lines would form out the door, and it just grew and grew. And now they ship nationwide. Now they're here on QVC, but it's still a small family business, about a dozen bakers. The Hahn family, Father Phil, still very much on hands, making these traditional, beautiful, full of butter flavored German butter crumb cakes with the colossal jumbo butter crumb. Wait till you see this. This is the size you've requested. We've been on Gourmet Holiday before with our 2-pound size, our big cakes. You said we love these, but can you make them more like for everyday sharing, something that can stay really fresh? So we've done it in these mini 5-ounce sizes, but that's the amount of crumb.
Look how much crumb is on top of that.
On top, which to me, as much as this tender, moist vanilla cake underneath and how delicious it is, when you do a crumb cake, it's all about the crumb, and these 4 flavors are just the best of the best.
So far, the caramel apple is the front runner. So let's start there and then work our way down the tier.
Okay, so no matter which flavor you choose, it starts with the vanilla cake base, and that is lots of high-grade AA butter. Of course, pure vanilla extract, whole fresh eggs, and then the perfect balance of cinnamon. Then what we do with the caramel apple is we lay a filling of Granny Smith apples over top of the sponge cake, and then we put on top of that our crumb topping, which has a lot of sugar and again more butter, and then a creamy velvety caramel glaze over top.
So I want you to think about
this is the caramel apple.
Caramel apple, like an apple that has been dipped in caramel and then topped with crumb, like something that Mrs. Printables or one of those places would make. Taste that.
I've never had these.
Taste it.
This is my first time.
And again, that caramel is not going to stick to your teeth. Super, super big push here is, and if you love butter, this is going to be the crumb cake for you.
What? Doesn't that taste like a candy apple?
It is very reminiscent of fall, but beautiful. I love this one, honestly, at breakfast time, not just dessert.
Would you warm it up a little bit too,
You can absolutely pop it in the microwave or put it into a toaster oven for a couple of minutes.
I took too big of a bite because that topping
is
so big.
It is.
Then I wanted some cake with it, so I had to go back in for a second bite.
Let's do the next flavor so we don't run out of time. And let me just say this. I forgot to mention, there is a combo.
Yes, so you can get one of each.
So you can get one of each of the flavors.
Even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's go to the raspberry because it's spring. I think we're all thinking about seasonal fruit. So again, it's that same traditional base with all the butter, the pure vanilla extract, the eggs. But with this one is we have a layer of raspberry, fresh raspberry preserves. But again, look at that crumb topping. Look at it on the back. Everything is baked fresh at our bakery, delivered right to your door. These stay fresh for 10 days. This is the perfect serving for 4 in big chunks, or you could have a slice like this and get up to 8 pieces. If you just want that little bit of sweetness right after the last cup of coffee or tea, to just treat yourself. And it's all baked in paper, so it's beautiful too. True bakers do that. So then the ends and the outside don't get overbaked. It's just as tender as the inside.
There's no corners.
Yeah.
It's all tender on the inside.
Okay, my favorite.
Chocolate?
Hello chocolate. chocolate. So this is for the person who loves a crumb cake, but loves their chocolate too. Now you do not have to pick. So again, traditional vanilla cake base with that buttery cinnamon crumb topping, and then decadent dark chocolate drizzle and chocolate chips. I'm just
What?
going to break this one in
Wow.
half. This is absolutely, hands down, does not last in my house. It is
I believe
so good. This is the one that I like with dessert,
Oh, I
maybe with
bet.
a little ice cream or whipped cream.
Would you like some cake with your crumb? I mean, look at the
I
size of that
I
crumb.
know, look
and
at
we
that.
have to do the traditional. One more.
That's
the
like-
cinnamon.
Of course,
I
because
feel
this
like
is the
you-
one. Go ahead.
Oh, I
I'm
was
sorry,
just
Mary
going to
Beth.
say, I feel like you really need to eat this with a fork.
Right.
Because just even to take
You
a
have
bite,
manners.
it's...
You have manners. That's why.
Well, not always, but...
I just dig in there because sometimes it's hard to get through that big chunk of crumb
What
with
is
a
that?
fork. So this is the traditional. This is the one that people lined up for outside of our farmer market stands in Chicago. So we have that beautiful, just
Wow.
it's the taste of pure vanilla and cinnamon.
So good. All
Wow.
right, so here's the thing. Tried and true, classic German style crumb cake. You get your choice of either the apple, the traditional, the chocolate, or the raspberry, or you can get 4 in the combo, one of each flavor. And if you're thinking about sending this as a gift for Mother's Day or Father's
Beautiful.
Day, go with the combo because
Yes.
that's 4 different cakes that you're going to be sending, and they can pick which one is their favorite.
And you can freeze them for
And you
6
can freeze
months,
them.
so you don't
Yeah.
have to eat them right away.
I love it. M96823. Continue in the process of placing your order. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much. We'll see you a little bit later on. All right. And then just a reminder, today's special value comes to us from